There are some samples that reappear in hundreds or even thousands of songs. Different artists using the same sounds over and over again in different genres. Sometimes you recognize them, and sometimes they're there without you even knowing it. Let's go through a bunch of iconic samples, their story and what songs they appear in, and even interview one of the creators. Let's start with this sound. Now you might know about orchestra hits. They're quick tonal blasts and can be heard in tons of songs. But there's quite a few different ones, and they all have different sources. You might recognize the Orc 5 orchestra hit. That was sampled from a Stravinsky song. And the so-called Philly hit. That was sampled from the James Brown song Get Up Off of That Thing! Let's meet two more. First off, the Jet Set hit. This sound is notable for being part of the cult classic video game Jet Set Radio, where it's played when you pull off a combo when spray painting. But we can also hear the sound in hit songs.
I'm driving stateside, yeah, I'll see you tonight.
The original source of the sound is an obscure disco song from 1978. This is a pretty groovy song called Shangri-La by La Pregunta. If we go to 028 in it, there's a bit of a breakdown, and we hear this. If we shorten it down, we get the sound. One artist that found this sample and helped popularize it is Fatboy Slim, who's pretty famous for his work on sampling. In 1992, he released a sample pack meant for DJs and producers, where he added quite a few orchestra hit-like sounds. And the Shangri-La one was one of them. But even before Fatboy Slim, it had appeared in many songs. Like Mo Love's Theme, or in Me, Myself and I. Now what about that other one? This. The Poison hit. This one is most notable for being in the intro of the 90s hit Poison.
Girl, I must warn you.
By Belle Bill DeVoe, which in itself has been interpolated and sampled over 100 times.
Girl, I must.
In songs like this. But what about that sound? Just like many times before, it began with a James Brown song. Let's listen to Mother Popcorn from 1969. Now chop out this part and pitch it down 8 steps. That's how they made this sound. This is quite an amazing find, credited to the user GZM on the sample. Now do you recognize this? This drum loop has been in tons of songs, despite being played by a bad drummer. It's from a song called Impeach the President, and you've surely heard him at some point. It's been in 800 songs. The original track was a protest song against President Nixon, wanting him to be impeached because of the Watergate scandal. In 1973, it's by the band Honey Drippers and starts like this. Followed by this groove. Impeach the President! The heavy sampling of it kicks off 14 years later, when producer Mari Mar becomes one of the first ever to chop up a drum beat, chopping up those intro drums for the song The Bridge. The drum intro of Impeach the President later appeared on the 80s sample pack, Ultimate Breaks and Beats, and has since then made its way into tons of hip-hop records. Like Biggie, What's It Like? Or Nas.
Love, no love, you get the slug, see before gusto, your luck.
In the song The Message, which also has this sampled guitar part from a Sting song. That was also sampled in But back to the drums. What's the part about the drummer being bad? It's not my words, it's the words of the man that wrote Impeach the President, Roy C. He formed this band, the Honey Drippers, by bringing together a group of non-professionals. And he wasn't a big fan of his drummer, saying in an interview, I worked hard with the drummer. I had a good bass player and horn player, but the drummer was the weakest point. I remember drilling him over and over in that basement.
There'll never be a band without a beat.
You can actually tell he's not too tight. But being a sloppy drummer hasn't prevented him from being sampled in some huge hit songs. Like in the best 90s song by Janet Jackson. Or in this classic, J. Cole. The drum sample has even been used by the indisputable GOAT of the music industry. So how bad is the drumming? The drummer begins with a loose feel, but it's not bad. It's relaxed. The problem is that he speeds up as the song goes on. So who is this lousy drummer? I've been trying to find information about his name, but I haven't been able to find anything. The only piece of information we got is from the B-side of Impeach the President, on a song called Roy C's Theme, written by Roy C. On this song, Roy C introduces the whole band as Larry the bad boy guitarist, Michael the good-looking horn player, and the drummer Morris.
My man Morris.
If you're trying to recognize Impeach the President in a song you hear, a good idea is to listen for the psh, boom, chif, baf, chicka, doom, psh, ah, the psh. It's pretty strong. Now by now you probably feel that sampling is a pretty fun thing to do. From just putting old drum loops in a song, to chopping, to finding obscure samples to use as details in your beats. And sampling really is fun, but there's two problems. It's hard to find samples, and it's not legal. You're not allowed to just sample any song and release it. But there's a solution. This video is sponsored by Tracklib, a sampling service. You probably recognize them from their sample breakdowns. They got a huge library with real songs for you to sample. No AI, all real and licensed songs from 1928 to 2026, with tons to choose from. Like this one you've heard for the past minute, with different genres, regions, and even stems for many songs. And they also got one of the largest banks of royalty-free samples. And when you then release a song, you can easily license it through Tracklib. It's all included in the subscription, so you can just download some songs and start sampling. And right now, they offer my viewers 1 week to try it out for free. So scan this QR code or check the link below. They make sampling fun, legal, and they're Swedish, like me. Now do you recognize this? The sample. Known as the Pharrell iVox or the Cash Paint Vox or simply the this has been part of loads of songs. Like by Kendrick or played by Cardi, or in this semi-viral sound with a very crunchy voice asking for it. A very early track to feature this sound is by Pharrell in the song That Girl. This is a 2006 classic, produced by Pharrell himself, and it starts off like this. But where did he get this from? The original source is a sample pack called Mex Female 5, and specifically this sample. Now although it doesn't sound exactly similar, it's very likely the source. If we take the first one and pitch it down, then cut it a bit, we got the original. So does Pharrell deserve the credit for the sound? There's actually an earlier song by rapper Fabulous that starts off like this. However, among the producers for that album, we can find Pharrell, so giving him the credit for it is probably deserved. And after Pharrell, it's been used by tons of other producers, like in this song.
Not a rapper, I'm slinging crack or moon cocaine.
Or in
all of these nuts in my jeans. Alexander or McQueen.
Or in this song by producer Cash Paint.
Walk up in the mall when I ball, bitch, I'm patch me.
The short sample can be found in tons of sample packs. The very first one I found by searching Free Swag Sample Pack had it. It's everywhere, which led to it just being an accessible and fun Vox sample, used in many genres. One great genre to utilize it is swag beats. Now how about the drum break? Do you recognize this?
I'm coming.
These drums have been used in more than 1,000 songs, but maybe you recognize them more upsped. Like many times before, these drums began with James Brown.
Get down.
But it's actually not his song. In 1971, James Brown released a song called Hot Pants, about the captivating power of short shorts.
Hey, hot pants.
The drums, however, are from James Brown's keyboardist, Bobby Bird. He recorded his own version of Hot Pants, called Hot Pants, I'm Coming, Coming, I'm Coming. That's not really a cover, just a song with the same name.
I'm coming. Come help me.
He doesn't even mention Hot Pants, but his track starts off with some great drums, but slower. And these drums have since then been incredibly popular to sample, across many genres, like the Stone Roses, or in Everybody, Everybody, or in the background of Wannabe. But it's also been a popular breakbeat in its sped up version, for DJs and producers to play around with, for example by half of Daft Punk, Thomas Bangalter in 1995. Or in this song. Or in the Rainbow Road theme from Mario Kart Wii. I haven't been able to confirm the drummer behind this, but since James Brown acted as the producer even for the Bobby Bird version, he's likely one of his two drummers, John Jabo Starks or Clyde Stubblefield, who are already famous for other breaks, like Funky Drummer and the Think Break. The Hot Pants one. In total, these three have been in over 7,000 songs. Now, do you recognize this? This is one of the most recognizable saxophone riffs, and it's been sampled in 180 songs. It started out with a funk band in 1970 called Bobby Boyd Congress. They were founded in Long Island, but eventually relocated to France and changed the name to Lafayette Afro Rock Band. And it's in France that they made the saxophonist on the song, Leroy Gomez, who wasn't part of the band but played the iconic part. The song appears on the 1974 album Malik and is called Darkest Light. It starts off with a soul saxophone traveling from the right ear to the left. Being a soloed sax made it ideal for sampling, and the first ones to do so were, as in many times before, Public Enemy.
Public Enemy #1.
Public Enemy popularized sampling this, and huge artists followed, like Jay-Z.
Show what you got, little mama.
Or Ice Cube. Or the house DJ Tiesto. Now, how does it feel to be dissampled? I managed to get a chat with the saxophonist Leroy Gomez.
That's me. I can remember it like it was just yesterday.
He recalls the guitarist Michael getting him into the studio.
He said, you know, Leroy, can you do something for me? Like play this line? I said, well, what's the line? And he went, do 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 da, and then I put my spin on it.
Unfortunately, he's never received any money for the sampling of it.
I got nothing for that. I got credits because people found out who did it. But I mean, as far as the Lafayette Afro Dance band, I was kind of like a hired gun.
Because to receive royalties from such a thing, you need to be a writer of the song. Playing an instrument is not always enough. But he does not feel bitter about this at all.
No. I'm flattered that people, you know, liked my sound and you know, used it.
But what exactly makes his saxophone playing so sweet? A big part of it is that growling sound. How is that made? Normally on a saxophone you just blow air into it and it sounds like this. But if you blow with a humming noise straight into it, you will get that growl. Now what about this haunting sample? It might seem surprising, but this sound has actually been sampled in more than 600 songs by artists like J Dilla, Biggie and Miles Davis. The original song is called UFO by ESG, an American band consisting of 4 sisters and their friend Tito. The song itself is an instrumental from 1981 with only bass and drums, and this haunting sound from a guitar that's heard throughout the track. And in the 80s, this sound started appearing in hip-hop songs, for example by, once again, Public Enemy.
Hello, can you go? Listen, I see it on their faces.
Or Rob Bass.
Yo, Rob is the first one was hype.
This caused the sample to spread, and it has since then been used by J Dilla, Biggie,
And party and bullshit and party and bullshit.
or in this hit,
Return of the man. Return of the man.
or Miles Davis. Now ESG was not too happy about this, because at first they received no royalties at all. They even referenced this in a title of one of their EPs, Sample Credits Don't Pay Our Bills. One of the members even said, I've listened to the songs that samples UFO, and sometimes it really doesn't even fit in there. Eventually, around 20 years after the sample started seeing use, they managed to get royalties for it. But why did all of these people use this haunting noise? The haunting noise is rarely used as a lead. Instead, it's a filler/atmosphere sound. It's great at filling out space, and it doesn't sound as if it's in the way. This is a common technique in many songs to make it feel more complete. Listen to this sound. It doesn't sound like much, but in a song, it fills out space. If we remove it, it feels undone. Now how about we combine all of the sounds we've heard today?